I can't believe that is so many in just 1 week. Now that's really concerning. Let's see exactly what's going on. Someone did mention medications coming in at it. Even with tomatoes, this is not usual. I mean, I know we be low over here in my parts of New Jersey, but hey fam, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing some banks that's closing. I can't believe 31 banks closed within 1 week. 1 week and 31 banks shut right on down. That's ridiculous. So is my bank affected? Is your bank affected? We're going to find out right about now. So this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You guys check in. Let us know where you are watching from and how you are doing. So let's pull up this article and see if your bank made the list, because this is getting out of hand. It's crazy. They trying to, make everything digital, y'all. Let's go. All right, so according to this list, which you guys will also see on the screen, so banks such as Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citizens, PNC, and Santander announced further 31 branch closures in just 1 week. And it does say, is yours affected? It's quite ridiculous, because I've been hearing some things about Bank of America. They've been in some heat. Santander, they already been shutting down some of their branches left to right. All right, so between February 11th and the 17th, banks told their regulator they will close 31 branches. Yes, 31 branches. Firstly, excuse the coughing in the background. So banks in general are failing. They're saying due to rising interest rates and a sluggish economy, more and more Americans are going to see banks close. So Wells Fargo and PNC, they both filed to close 8 brick and mortar branches each. Yes, each. Wells Fargo and PNC, they count for more than half of the banks that's closing. Look at that. So each of the two banks said they would shut 8 branches across Alabama, Florida, Indiana, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Texas, California, Connecticut, North Dakota, and of course, New Jersey. If you're new here, I'm always checking in from New Jersey. If you're new here, each and every time you see me, I'm from New Jersey, so I'm always checked in from New Jersey. They're also saying Texas was hit worse, with closures set for Houston, Laredo, and Cyprus. Other banks to have announced they would shutter locations between February 11th and 17th, including Bank of America, Santander, Chase, Citizens, KeyBank, and Legacy. So the list just seems to go on and on. So it says, despite scheduling a closure, Chase has bucked the trend by opening more branches than it's closed. So it also states that Chase actually opened up more banks than it actually closed in recent years, it says. PNC also came through and they went ahead and said, yes, they are definitely closing those 8 banks. Here are some of them here. And it said, these are in Chicago, Illinois, y'all. But according to Chase, so if you guys want to bank with Chase, because they will have more banks open, definitely look into that. So last month, Chase did say that they will pursue a different strategy from other major U.S. banks. They will be actually opening up 500 locations in the next 3 years. So of the 15 opening banks reported to the Office of Comptroller of the Currency, OCC, which regulate banks, 5 were made by Chase. So Chase is opening up some banks. 2 were in California, and there was 1 in Georgia, Maryland, and Minnesota. So dozens of banks did file notices to close a total of 1,566 banks in the last year. Yes. So according to data from the OCC, in contrast, they only notified the regulator of plans to open 472. That's not even half. The last time the number of commercial bank branches in the U.S. increased was in 2011. So when there was more than 85,000, according to the FDIC data. So since the number of physical branches has dropped fairly steadily to about 70,000. So other banks have filed to open branches this month, include Huntington. They're going to open up 4 banks. Bank of America, two banks. So Chino Commercial Bank, Fifth Third, Llano Bank in Texas, and a Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo is at the top of the list for shutting down major locations in the most locations. That's not to my surprise, right? So Wells Fargo, they went ahead and closed 312 branches in the last year. But within the past week, in 1 week, they closed 15 branches alone in November. That's crazy, right? Just be mindful, even though they are supposed to report that they are closing, it does state that um not every bank closure is listed. And then the OCC did come through and say that they are required, and they are committed to basically updating the list and letting you guys know, what banks are expected to close. So when we go to the bank, and especially if you're in one of them, towns where your bank is like 20 miles away and that's your only bank, you go make that 20-mile trip just to find out your bank is closed. Not notified, not nothing. So they're definitely on them about, hey, you got to put in a notice that you're finna close this bank. Okay. So definitely here we are. So here's the full list of closure notices from February 11th to February 17th. So if you try to go to the bank or trying to go to the bank, and you plan to go March 1st, these banks might be closed. Those doors would be shut. So PNC Bank in Athens, Alabama, 105 Green Street, PNC Bank again in Wellington, Florida, 12,000 West Forest Hill Boulevard, PNC Bank in Carmel, Indiana, 10570 North Michigan Road, PNC Bank again, Ecros, I believe that is. Minnesota, 60 Southfield Road, PNC Bank again in Indiana, Pennsylvania, 319 Pratt Drive, PNC Bank again, Houston, Texas, 2401 University Boulevard, PNC Bank, Laredo, Texas, again, PNC Bank, Laredo, Texas. The first one is 600 Matamoros Street. Then the second one is 700 San Bernardo Ave. You okay, baby? Wells Fargo. Okay? You good? All right. That's just an ad, mommy. So Wells Fargo. All right, so let's go on to Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo will be closing, quite a few locations too as well. So Wells Fargo in Vista, California. Also, anyone? Nope, just one in California. All right. The one in California is 1150 East Vista Way. Wells Fargo Bank in New Haven, Connecticut. It's two in Connecticut. The other one is Bethel, Connecticut. The first one is 388 Wally Avenue. The second one is 159 Greenwood Avenue. Wells Fargo in North Miami, Florida. 14731 Biscayne Boulevard. The second one is in St. Augustine, Florida. 4285 US 1 Highway South. Wells Fargo Bank in North Dakota, Minot, North Dakota. 100 South Broadway, Wells Fargo in Union, New Jersey. Y'all closing, really? 2500 Morris Avenue. So I know there's someone here that lives in Union that be checking in. If you have a Wells Fargo account, you go to the one on Morris Avenue. They doors closed, okay? Wells Fargo in Cypress, Texas. 12343 Barker Cypress Road. So that's 12,343 Barker Cypress Road. Bank of America. They also have a few locations. So Bank of America in Northfield, New Jersey. 1501 Tilton Road. Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. 6718 Black Horse Pike, Houston, Texas. Also Bank of America. 6414 San Philip Street. Probably saying some of these names wrong, but y'all get it right. Bank of America in Plano, Texas. Two of them in Plano, Texas. The first one is 1925 Dallas Parkway. The second one is 2015 Coit Road. Santander Bank, they have a few as well. Actually just four. So Santander Bank, Jersey City, New Jersey. 475 Washington Boulevard, Santander Bank in New York, New York. 2814 Broadway, Santander Bank in New York, New York again. 650 West 168th Street, New York, New York again. 2930 Broadway. All right, so JP Morgan and Chase Bank, they only have a few as well. So they're JP Morgan, them Chase banks, it's not a lot where I live at. I know that for sure. So I don't see that many actually closing because it's not enough to actually, spread the list out like Wells Fargo. So JP Morgan Chase Bank, San Lorenzo, California, 18499 Hesperin Boulevard. Also JP Morgan Lafayette, Indiana, 201 Main Street. JP Morgan Las Vegas, Nevada, 2865 East Charleston Boulevard. You okay? Citizens only made the list with one Citizens Bank, Newton, Pennsylvania, 48 West Road. Key Bank only made one, Columbus, Ohio, 1710 North High Street. And Legacy, they made one as well, is Centerton, Arizona, 192 East Centerton Boulevard. Did your bank make the list? So some bank owners, they did come out and say banks are investing more in their online platforms because more and more people are doing banking online. There's plenty of other factors that plays a part into why banks are shuttering. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below and let us know, is your local bank closing? It's better to be prepared to have the extra cash on hand just in case one day you try to go ahead and get your cash out and you can not. Just like they said, a lot of people are doing everything online. The bills are online. There's maybe a few handful of people that still take care of everything in cash and in person versus people who strictly do literally everything online. Personally, doing everything online, of course, does risk the chance of your accounts being hacked and, the cyber attacks that's been going on. We all know this, of course. But like I said, still having that extra cash on hand just in case there is a cyber attack or something happens with your account. Definitely you can go ahead and still take care of things. So we're going to leave this video right here where it's at. I want to thank you all for tuning in into today's video. This is Shauna and I'm officially checking out for Moments with Us. If you guys are new, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Back. You all stay prepped, of course, stay blessed and stay safe. Most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Until next time, y'all, I'm officially up out of here. Peace.